When you're sharing sequences with colleagues or contract manufacturers, or even just making your own self-contained backup, you should use the sequence export function rather than simply saving it. Save, or save as, works well if you want to make a new version based on a sequence you already have, or want to make a local backup. But if your sequence is hard-coded links to other files, you'll have problems if you send it to a different computer. Exporting instead of saving packages all dependent files with the sequence and prevents any errors caused by hard-coded file paths for stimulus files or signal paths that might not exist on a different SoundCheck installation. Let me show you how to do that. Before we start, just remember that the person you are sending the sequence to must have the same version of SoundCheck that the sequence was created in, or higher. Sequences are not backwards compatible. With the File Export option, I can point to the sequence I want to share and export it to a new location. I'll create a new folder called Exported Sequence, and you can see that all dependent files in my sequence are now copied into the same directory. If I'm recalling different DAT files, if I have an autosave template for Excel, or if I'm using a WAV file as a stimulus, all of these dependent files are carried along with the export. Even the calibrated input and output signal paths that I'm using will be added to this directory. Now, I can simply zip up this folder, share it with my colleagues or contract manufacturers in another location, and when they open up this sequence, all of the signal paths will automatically use the files in the folder. In addition, all absolute file paths used in the sequence will be changed to relative file paths looking inside of my exported folder. They won't need to relink or reconfigure any of the steps. Remember to use this export feature to make sure everyone is running your sequence exactly as you intended.